ago, we bought a unit that could be a cottage, and once he was freed up from commitments in Ottawa, we actually moved to the cottage.
We like being on the lake, but where we were, the lake, I wanted to go swimming in the lake, so we really just, it was not really that deep.
It was year-round. It's a year-round cottage, so it's more upkeep, and it's...
No basement and that kind of thing, and the care of cottage living.
And then the road getting in there was like...
Not pleasant.
Probably the worst road you've ever driven on.
It's a 2,900 square foot home on the lake on 2 acres.
The lake property, it was getting to be a bit of work. We had lots of projects there. And
over 30 years old.
And with traveling, going to Florida for a bit of time and wanting to travel more, it just made sense to us to get into a smaller place and to get something that was in a community rather than being a little bit isolated on the lake.
It was still a bit of a big decision to leave the water, right? And to actually come here. As I said, we renovated our house, but it's still an older house. There's only so much you can do.
The inside we were pretty happy with, but the outside needed a lot of stuff.
And we had done a lot of work already.
We had already spent and done a lot of work. But the thing for me, I do the garbage. I was sick of going to the dump every Wednesday for 10 years. I was sick of a 20-minute walk to get the mail, and I felt isolated. I wanted to be in a community. And I just saw this as a really nice transition.
Never thought at that time about a place to live, but with watercolor amenities and the homes that were built here, it was like, wow, maybe that's a good choice for us.
Community here is
amazing, yeah. And you have the feeling that we're in lake country, literally, so you didn't feel like, oh, I'm leaving the lake and I'm not going to ever see the water. It's so accessible to us.
Yeah.
Functionality, yeah, this house is, we love this house. And I mean, a big part of what we love about it, well, certainly for me, I have a lot of interest in design, so just having that ability to be able to design the house the way we wanted to, and, Landark never saying no, right?
This was my church right behind the house for 10 years. My doctor's right behind the house, the pharmacist here.
Well, we walk every day and look out over the lake, see the boats. We used to be boaters, love that feeling. We used to come to Westport every summer for at least a weekend, and usually 2. So for that reason, Westport felt very much, comfortable, and yeah, that would be a neat place. I never thought at that time about a place to live, but...
Meeting Steve here and looking at the homes and going, ooh.
It was like, wow.
I think we could live there.
Yeah. And our daughters, as she said yesterday, she said, I could just see you living there, just the sense of community, the watercolor feeling. So, yeah, it didn't have to be on the water with the care of Waterfront.
I just said to Bruce, like 800 people in Westport, but we have a grocery store, I already have my bank, church, pharmacist. The Cove we love, I love Charman's Winery, the brewery. I'm at that time in my life where I'd like to have neighbors, and I'd like to be part of a community again.